Meanwhile, another fallout of Russia's war on Ukraine. Two countries that have so far remained neutral in their stance, Finland and Sweden, have applied for NATO membership. Turkey has thrown a spanner, though, for the moment, but the alliance assures that they'll reach an agreement. I spoke with the Finnish Ambassador to India, Ritva Kokuronde, about Finland's NATO bid. Listen in. Ambassador Ritva, President Putin has said that he doesn't have a problem with Finland and Sweden joining NATO. However, there's going to be a reaction. What kind of reaction are you all anticipating?
Well, first of all, there has been, of course, during the past decade, several discussions with Russia on European security. And also our presidents have been discussing about that. And we have heard earlier also that Russia doesn't like Finland or anybody else to join the NATO. And we have set our own opinion also to those sort of discussions. And there has been indeed our President of Republic, Sauli Niinistö, had a call on last Sunday with the President Putin. And he was informing that Finland is applying the NATO membership. In our mind, of course, independent country like Finland has a right and sovereign right to make independent decisions. And we have now thoroughly assessed the security situation in Europe, security situation in Northern Europe after the aggressive war of Russia in Ukraine. And we came to the conclusion that our security situation and security situation in Northern Europe has dramatically changed after Russian invasion in Ukraine.
In the call between President Putin and the Finnish president, I understand that President Putin said that joining NATO would be a mistake because there is no threat to Finland. But after the war in Ukraine, would you say there is a trust deficit because of which Finland wants to join the NATO?
Well, one could say it in the way that the invasion of Russia in Ukraine dramatically changed the situation. That Russia, what happened was that Russia was really violating very dramatically also international law, all agreements of European security, and also violates the UN Charter. So therefore the situation has changed. Of course, we have to be prepared. Like I said, we have a very capable national defense system.
Now, one of the stated reasons by Russia for the aggression in Ukraine has been the expansion of NATO. Do you think then this move is likely to be counterproductive?
Again, I would say that independent countries have the independent sovereign right to decide with whom they are cooperating and with whom they have some challenges. And we have definitely some challenges. Of course, if you are thinking about the Finnish geographical position, that won't change. And therefore, of course, we have practical issues also with Russia, which we are dealing daily. Cross-border issues, some issues, for instance, let's see, for instance, in Baltic Sea, it is a very narrow strait where are oil tankers, for instance, every day. So we have to cooperate and how do we secure, for instance, sea traffic in our area. With a neighbor, one always wishes to have as good relations as possible.
As far as the membership is concerned, Turkey has some reservations against the membership of Sweden and Finland, and they are likely to impose certain conditions. What could these conditions be?
Of course, this is when a country applies to NATO as a member, there will be a political assessment by NATO. And in NATO, the accession the decisions are done in consensus. So Finland and Sweden need 30 countries, NATO member countries, approval. So that is one thing for sure. But this is a process, and there might come some questions, like Turkey has been publicly saying, and there might come some other questions. And during the process, the candidate countries are, of course, answering to these some of the concerns or some of the questions. And we will see. Our presidents and our ministers have been in contact with Turkey, and we will continue to be in contact with Turkey, of course, of all concerns they might have or with some other countries as well. So we consider that we are already fulfilling the criteria, and we are ready to be members as soon as possible.
So finally, how soon is Finland likely to become a NATO member?
Of course, this is a process, and it takes the time it needs to take. So we are very optimistic also that we will be soon member of alliance.
Ambassador Ritva Kokuronde, many thanks for speaking with CNN News 18.